We are on part 3 of the rose window demonstration. This is by far the most fun part. So what you want to do is you want to just sit back and relax. Now, you had to choose a color scheme for your window. You could do the warm colors. You could do the cool colors. I was pretty caught between, was I going to do the cool colors, green, purple, and blue, or was I going to do 3 analogous colors next to each other? So I was going to do blue, turquoise, and green. Or was I going to do the primaries? And I decided to do the primaries because I thought those would show you the most. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm adding just a little wetness to my paints before I go in. You don't want them too wet because you don't want them tacky. Okay, tacky means sort of sticky. Okay, but what you can do is you can carefully paint in your designs. And what's going to happen is the Sharpie is going to not take the paint, so it's going to go right on top of it. So if I was doing the primaries, I've got my yellow, and then I'm going to go in with my red, and then I'm going to go in with my blue. Now, one reason I chose primaries was I thought they would be really fun to show you how they can overlap. Okay, so this is one way you can do it. So you can spread it out, paint, and you can already see that when this is up on the window, the light is going to be able to shine through it. Okay, you know, it's a lot darker when it's down here, but already you can see that the light is definitely shining through that. So this is a little trick. Okay, if you want to fold it back up, okay, and what you need to do is you need to really saturate it with paint. Okay, and some water as well. And it's okay if you just go over those lines. That's totally okay with me. Now, if my yellow and my red, those 2 primary colors mix together, then I'll end up with the secondary colors of orange. I was thinking that by doing it this way, I'm really going to end up with a spectrum of colors. Now, you can see it's starting to even show through on the back. Okay, now, this is another trick. You can take any water-based markers. So these are Crayola markers. They're water-based. Okay, so I'm going to use the blue marker. And I'm really worrying about this quarter right now. I can go in later and check out the other quarters. And I'm going to use the yellow here. Now, because they are water-based markers, when water-based markers get wet, they run. Okay, so we want to utilize that. So I'm going to take a little bit more of my red, put it in this area as well. So I've got a combination of water and paint. Okay, now, didn't quite go through the other side, but watch this. If I flatten it out, I'm going to take my sprayer. It's just a little water sprayer, like a little hairspray bottle. And I'm going to spray it, and what's going to happen is then I have to wait, okay? The colors are going to start to bleed in to one another, okay? So what's going to happen is you can see it's starting to happen already that I'm getting these really pretty colors in the whole thing. Do you see that? And they're not consistent from side to side. Like this one might be more yellow, this one might be green because of the way the colors are bleeding. That is totally okay, okay? There's no really right or wrong way to do this, okay? You may want to open it up and add a little more color on this side. You may want to add a little bit more water, but you can play around with it. And as long as you stick to your color scheme, you're good. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of my red through here. And I'm going to add the blue. And in some places I'm going to overlap the red and blue so that I will make the secondary color of, you can say it, I know you're thinking it. Purple. Okay. What I don't want to do is I don't want to pick up purple on my brush. Any color you have, if you're doing the primaries, you can make. If I was doing the cool colors, then I could definitely grab purple. But I want to be able to say when I'm done that I only used the primary colors to paint this in. Okay. And I don't want to use too much of one color because I'm trying to do sort of a balance here. So I think I need a little bit more blue over here. And really, this is something like painting should be relaxing. So this is something that you should just take your time with, relax. Okay, now I can open it up, and I'm not quite done, but you can see how beautiful this is going to look when we hang it up on the window and light is streaming through it. Can you see that? There's almost some sunlight. There is some sunlight in here. I'm in the art room. It's the end of the day. It's 5 o'clock and everybody else has gone home. This is a good time for me to make my videos because if I go home and do them, my children are too loud. And if I do them during the school day, I get distracted by all the visitors to the art room. And I like to be able to give you guys my attention when you're in here. So this is a nice time. It's sort of my time to just figure out what we're doing, to plan. Okay, so this is my stained glass window. Okay, it is totally done with primary colors. Okay, and I'm going to put it up on the window of the classroom. I'll take a picture too and put it in Schoology. But that is my stained glass window completed just with the primary colors. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you are ready to either use the markers or paint, whatever works for you. Just remember, for the coloring, they've got to be water-based markers. They can't be Sharpie markers. So let's get coloring. Thank you for seeing this through to the end.